$120,000 in debt. We had 2 car loans, some credit cards, and $90,000 worth of student loans. That was me at the age of 30. Hi, I'm Eunice, a certified financial coach, and this is Kingdom Money Management. My husband and I just knew that that was not where we wanted to be. We thought hard about what we wanted the future to look like. Having this debt was not it. When we made that decision, we did 3 things to transform our finances. We paused all major purchases, and that included travel. We had vacations we wanted to go on. We were a young couple. There were things that we wanted to do that summer, but we paused on everything. The second thing we did was build an emergency fund. See, before we could focus on getting out of debt, we had to be comfortable slimming down our budget. Slimming down our budget gave us the opportunity to stash money away safely, get the hang of what it would look like to budget and to live on less, but saving the cash just to make sure we could actually do this thing before starting to pay off debt, so that if there was an issue, we could address it without going back into debt. And also, one of us is an extreme saver, so it just made things go over much smoother. The third thing we did was aggressively attack that debt. I mean, we wanted none of it. We were here to get rid of it as fast as possible. That was one of the best decisions we made because it forced us to, number one, give it our all, which meant we were really living on less than what we were before. And also, it meant that we would be getting out of debt much faster so we could get back to the lifestyle that we wanted. We used the snowball effect for paying off our debt. So we listed all of our debts from smallest to largest, and we attacked the smallest one first. Now, what this does is mentally help you see that paying off this debt is possible, because you hit the first debt and it's not that difficult. I mean, it took a couple of months, but we could see that end in sight and it was real. And when we paid that off, we were excited. Like, okay, we can do this again. And then we paid off the first car note. And that just felt good to say we own that car. Regardless of what happens, that is ours. And then we paid off the second one. That one was a little bit more challenging, but we did it and it felt really good. And then we got to the student loans. Now, this was a mountain to climb, but we broke up the student loans into the individual loan payments and tackled them that way. So, like a mini snowball within the snowball. It was not easy. But listen, we had to make a definite stance as a couple that we were going to do this thing. It wasn't a his thing or her thing, it was our thing, and we were going to do it together. Little did we know that 5 years later, we would be completely debt free, including our mortgage. Now, just as we had started paying off our student loans, COVID hit. That is a whole nother story in itself. We'll talk about that in another video. But for now, I want you to know that if you are feeling the weight of debt, it is possible for you to be debt free. Everyone's path looks different. So if you feel like you cannot see a way out, reach out to me. I would love the opportunity to coach you through how to become debt free. We'll work together to identify your path to freedom. We'll figure out what is your specific and unique strategy, what tools you need to make it through, and accountability so that you continue to make progress. This is possible for you too. There is one more thing that gave us a huge advantage, and I want to break that down for you in a video that I'll post next week. In the meantime, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and be on the lookout for that video.